travelers. Welcome back to the Library of Legend. I am, of course, Jack Tarlad. I will be your dungeon master for this evening. This, of course, is Read and Roll, the show where we bring on an unsuspecting guest to play through a fighting fantasy choose-your-own-adventure gamebook. Last week we had Abe's Gonna Get Ya back on the show, and just like Hanayama previously was able to, he was able to one-shot a book all the way through in 3 hours. It was The House of Hell, and it was one he'd previously played and died many times during, but he's claimed 2 victories now in Read and Roll. One of 4, I think. Sorry, 2 of 4 victories so far. Yeah. So our guest today has got a tall order to stack up against. However, you know him. He's been on our show before on the Hump Day Chinwag. He's a streamer himself. Some people know him as EvilEnygma, but I just call him my Enigma. Welcome, Enygma. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, brother. How you doing today?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. I've been waiting to get you on the show, actually, for a while now. And someone suggested that you might be interested in it, so I thought I'd reach out the hand. So, are you excited to be here?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I appreciate you having me on. Absolutely, love new experiences. Love hanging out with you guys. So awesome.
We were discussing in the back that you've not really had much of an opportunity as life has plodded on to be able to get into any of these books, but you somehow wish you had. So tonight's going to be a bit of an interesting one with a lot of sort of rule direction, I guess, because we have a lot of guests on the show who have been on the show before, and so they already know like the mechanics of it. So we'll take it nice and slow. We'll just start the adventure as we mean to go on. Sure. But yeah, it's good to have you here.
Thank you.
Before we get over to the chat, if you wouldn't mind doing all the things and the stuff, click subscribe, click the notification bell, get a thumb, stick it right up on in there, make me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. And also, don't forget to look down in the description for all of Enygma's links, and go and give them a follow over on their channels. You've got a all my links link, haven't you? And so I've put that in the description. It's far more than what I've listed in the description itself. I've just given you 3 main sort of, or what I consider to be your 3 main, like YouTube, Twitter, and Rumble.
Yeah,
them are the big ones.
Twitch, Kick, Rumble. I'm on all of them. If I'm not banning bots on Kick, I'm streaming. So I'm doing both at the same time.
Well, I've put all those links down in the description below, so please go and give Enygma a big shout out, and share his stuff and watch his stuff and follow him. Criminally undersubbed is what I've always said about you to everyone. Yeah, you're criminally undersubbed. So go and subscribe.
Thank you for saying that. I'd appreciate everyone to help me out. I'm trying to get monetized on YouTube, and that's been a bear.
It's a long slog.
Yeah.
However, when we get into Enygma's adventure tonight, you can always buy him a bonus if you want, or if you want to hinder his adventure, you can also do that. If you do want to do any of those things, there's a full list in the description of the video below of what you can buy with your monies, and it will go into either the adventurer's pot, or if you want to pick something very specific, just put it in your message when you donate, and we'll make sure that thing happens. But it's the pinned comments in both of the chats on YouTube and Rumble, the adventurers bonuses on Stream Elements and Ko-Fi. So if you want to buy anything, that's the place to go. And don't forget to we'll get into some of the adventurers bonuses, because you have actually been passed some rubies from the last player, which happened to be Abe. You've got 20 rubies to buy sorry, 28 rubies to be able to buy some adventurers bonuses with.
Awesome. I thought he
Yeah.
would give emeralds actually, but rubies are awesome.
Now I like rubies. We're going with rubies.
Okay. Age, green,
Yeah, 6, 7. I did the meme. I did the
Yes.
kids meme from.
Did the
Oh,
kids
see,
meme.
I'm still down with the kids.
I see stuff all the time online like that where you just go, what the hell does that even mean? And then it's just like, okay, whatever.
Enigma, I always ask this question of my guests. Can you guess who the first person in the chat is?
Guess who the first person in the chat is?
Yeah.
Alucard.
Oh, it's still a good one because he is usually first there. However, no, in my chats at least, most certainly it's always Legatus Legionis. Some people say it's a good mod. I say he's the best mod on YouTube. He's in every chat all the time. Welcome, Legatus. And we've got Abe's Gonna Get Ya. It's good to see ya. Thanks for being here. Of course, he's my co-host. Abe's Gonna Get Ya. He's my co-host on the Jack and Abe show, Tuesday nights, 10:30. And he's one of our co-hosts on the Hump Day Chinwag. And we've got Stasis Geek. Welcome, mate. Another fantastic, good-looking stream from Jack. He's just not tar. He's a lad, and I can confirm that. I've looked under his skirt. It's a kilt. It's not a skirt. It's a kilt. Abe is none of the mentioned. Aw, leave him alone. And we've got the Davyverse here. See, everyone knows that all of my shows are rigged. So, in whose favor I will I don't know. They make it up as they go along. If they don't win, if they do win, it's always rigged. I don't know what the heck is the matter with them. Anyway, welcome, Davyverse. And who else we got? We got Rick Cleary. Jack is offering his custom 2 fingers olive oil D&D dice for Christmas. Order now. Yeah, they're really slippery. Like, you can just literally flick them out of your fingers onto the felt.
Yes. I know all about your olive oil, so yeah.
And we've got, what, did you used to produce it?
Me? No. I just know there's a lot of jokes about,
I thought you had some
you and olive oil.
I thought you had some in-depth knowledge of like olive oil production for a second there. Anyway, we got a guy who is sleepy here. He's saying hello. Davyverse, we weren't that late and gay. We definitely weren't gay anyway. We might have been just a minute late. A minute late. Bought a few of these books today for my nieces and nephews, by the way. Thanks for showing these, Jack. I don't know they exist until Read and Roll. Wow. Really? Were they the new ones as well? Like, have they, or did you manage to find some in a thrift store that were, like the original 80s versions? Because I know that you can go to like Waterstones and you can buy the newer versions of them. They've got newer illustrations in them. Not the line drawn comics or the line drawn artwork of the originals. It's more digital. You know what I mean? It's really it's not the same aesthetic anyway. Oh God, Jack shaved. Yeah, kind of. I don't like it getting too long. Who else we got? Grizzled Entertainment, it's a pleasure to see you. Hail, Jack Tarlad and Enygma. Pleasure to see you, my friend. Welcome. And we got Uncle Martin over there on the Rumble side. Don't forget, go over there to the Rumble side. Did I put the link in the chat there? Yeah, because I might get one of my ad reads in before the night. So yeah, I'm going to pop this in the YouTube chat right now, just so that you guys have got it. It's my Rumble link. There we go. Go on over there. Say hello. Put some chats in the chats. Follow me if you're not following. All those good things and stuff. Anyway, where were we? Alucard's here. Welcome, Alucard. Sorry I'm late, he says. You're not late. You're not late, mate. Don't worry about it. And we got Wendy. Good to see you, Wendy. Good evening, gentlemen and dearest chat. How are you doing? I had a productive day, so I'm fine before you would be asking. Well, I'm glad to hear you're doing really well. And welcome to the chat. It's good to see you again. So we kind of caught up with the chat for now. Let's get over to the game section. Here we go. So we'll go over there. And then there we go. It's a bit janky, but we get it done. I'm a professional.
Professional.
Right then. So,
I won't say what you're a professional at, but.
So we've tested the dice out already. Now, as usual, I will have given Enygma 3 books to choose from before the show started. And it would have just been the back of the book blurbs to 3 of the fighting fantasy books that we have in stock in the Library of Legend, and it's only about 7. But nevertheless, this week I gave him a choice of The City of Thieves, Caverns of the Snow Witch, or The Vault of the Vampire. So, after reading the blurbs, Enygma, did you come to a choice? Don't tell me what it is just yet, but did you come to a choice in your head? You know which one you want to play?
Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely.
Now, looking at the covers of the books, does that change for you at all?
Not really.
No. Okay.
That's a very, very Bela Lugosi looking vampire, though. I mean, that's like the classic.
Yeah.
Christopher Lee. Count Dracula.
Well, in that case, then, can you tell me the book that you've chosen?
Well, I live outside of Chicago, guys, and for the last week, I've had nothing but snow dumped on me. I'm looking at like a foot of it, so we're going to go with Cavern of the Snow Witch.
The Caverns of the Snow Witch. Awesome. This book is one that Smoo played, DJ Smoo, and he holds the record for the quickest death on Read and Roll. So I wonder if you will fall into the same trap. Also, in this book, there's this little thing that keeps happening to certain players where they get locked in a luck loop. And it's really a loop of death. Because once you get caught in this loop, your luck starts going down and down and down, and once you're past 2, that's the most unlucky you can get. That's it then, you just keep getting your stamina taken away. So I'm going to give you that little tip before we head out. Okay. This is your adventure sheet. You can ask to have this brought up at any time you like. It's going to contain all of your stats and everything that we're going to be playing with. Hang on, we'll get over to this one. There we go. That's the right one. You start the game with 10 provisions. Each provision will provide 7 stamina back to you. So you've got 10 of those. Stamina is your life force. And if it gets to 0, you're dead. Your skill is a score that we will be rolling your attacks against. So it's like you roll 2d6, whatever the score is on that, we'll add it to your initial skill. And we'll do the same with any monster that is attacking you. And whoever's is higher is the winner of the attack round. So that's what we use the skill for. And then we've got luck as well, because it is a world based around luck. And sometimes you just need to use it. You've also got 3 backtracks. You've got Ask the Audience, Phone a Friend. 3 lifelines. Ask the Audience, Phone a Friend, and Backtrack. The Ask an Audience is where I'll put a poll in the chat, and you can take what their answer is if you want to, but you don't have to. Phone a Friend is when you want to ask someone specific in the chat what they might do. They might have prior knowledge of the game. And Backtrack, I will be keeping a log of all of the paragraphs that you visit And until you use the backtrack, of course, I will be logging all those paragraphs down. And if you want to go back a paragraph, if you don't like the choice you made, you can use that backtrack lifeline to go back a paragraph. Incidentally, you can also sort of abuse that system a little bit, because you've got 28 rubies, as I said, in the adventurers part. And so you can buy lifelines back. It's one of the it's one of the things that you can basically buy on the list. I'm just trying to get over to the list now so I can explain just a few of these, especially for the people at home as well, who may not have looked in the description, or may be blind, or I don't know. But here we go. So if you want to spend 1 ruby, it gives you 1 provision or 2 gold, which may be useful on your journey. 2 rubies gives 1 random potion with a 1 in 6 chance of a luck potion. 3 rubies gives 1 potion of choice, but you still have to roll 6 for the luck potion. Or alternatively, it will increase 1 current stat by 1, and I'll get into the current stats in a bit. Adventurer's Care Package, you get either 2 of either 4 gold or 2 provisions, or 1 potion and either 4 gold or 2 provisions. We'll get into it a little bit later. If you've got any questions, don't hesitate to ask about any of these bonuses that you can buy with those monies in the adventurers part there. 5 rubies returns all stats to initial values, or it can return a lifeline, or it can grant a reroll. So if you wanted to spend 5 rubies after you've used the backtrack, you could just buy it back again. And then 15 rubies is an insta-kill spell. You can use that and cast that to any monster that you encounter, and it will instantly kill it. But that's 15 rubies. And then 30 rubies gives an extra life or increases all initial stats by 1. And like I said, we'll get into that in a second. Reduce 50 though, 50 rubies. Or these can be donations as well that people might want to throw in. I noticed that someone's made a donation to you already during this show so far, so we'll acknowledge that shortly. But yeah, if someone wants to donate any of these amounts as well, they can add it to the pot, or they can buy a specific item from the list. But you have 28, and if I just go over here to what was said, we've got a £10 donation from Davyverse. It's saying rigged it for my good man. What does that say? Kitty this. Is that? Do you know what that means?
Not off the top of my head.
Kitty this. Okay. Oh, kitty this. Oh, he's saying put it in the kitty.
Ah, okay.
So put it in the adventurers part. At least I reckon that's what he's saying. But thank you so much. Thank you so much to Davyverse for the donation. And yes, you've got an extra 10 rubies in the pot now. So let's just fill those out. So it's 38 instead of 28. Well done. You haven't even started yet. You are rolling in it.
All right. Well, go me.
Yep. Go you indeed.
I'll just take the rubies and retire. How about that? That's just.
Let's get over to the book then. Where's it gone? Come here. There we are. Right. Okay. So the back of the book blurb that I gave to Enygma earlier was this one. It's the caverns of the Snow Witch. Deep within the crystal caves of the Icefinger Mountains, the dreaded Snow Witch of Alanzia is using her dark powers to bring on a new ice age and thereby hold the world under her dominion. You know nothing of this until a brave trapper dies in your arms. I always do that. I always say dives every single time I've read this out. and I don't know why. Dies in your arms, having fallen victim to a terrible creature that you're hunting, and lays the burden of his mission on your shoulders. But time is running out, and you must take up the challenge without delay. Many dangers lay ahead, and your success is by no means certain. Powerful adversaries are ranged against you, and your only choice is to kill or be killed. Yeah. Freaky. So, shortly, I'm going to be asking you to roll some stats. So before embarking on your adventure, you must determine your own strengths and weaknesses. You have in your possession a sword and a backpack containing provisions for the trip, and you have been preparing for your quest by training yourself in swordplay and exercising vigorously to build up your stamina. To see how effective your preparations have been, you must use the dice to determine your initial skill and stamina scores. We've got an adventurer sheet which you may use to record the details of the adventure. On it you will find the boxes for recording skill, stamina and luck. So we will be rolling for those shortly. I'll read the first paragraph before we do any of that. But there you go, there's the adventure sheet. You can ask for that to be brought up at any time. The other thing as well is you may want to have a piece of paper and like, you know, a pencil or something. Some people find it helpful to make a map and to sort of, you know, log certain things that they might find interesting. So if you want to do that, that would be fine. We'll get into battles as we mean to go on when we do have battles. And on some pages, you may be given the option to run away or escape from a battle or a situation. But if you do that, you'll lose 2 stamina points. Like I said, we'll get into the rules about luck and that kind of thing. Using luck in battles, yada yada, keep going, equipment and potions. Yes, so before you start your quest, you're allowed to buy 1 potion. Each of them will restore the associated stat back to its initial value, basically. So you've got a potion of skill, potion of strength, or a potion of fortune. The one that I always suggest people go for is the potion of fortune, because no matter what your luck score that you roll, you will get 1 more added to it if you use this potion. It's not the same with the skill and the strength. So the potion of fortune is a little bit more OP, and it's not as easy to be able to buy a potion of fortune either. So when you get them, that's, you know, that's probably best. So would you like to choose a potion?
I will defer to your suggestion and go ahead and go with the potion of fortune. If it's
okie dokie,
let's do that.
Okay, just adding that to your adventure sheet. And don't forget, if you want to ask about what the items on the adventurers, the adventurers bonuses. I couldn't think of the bloody word then for some reason. Anyway, yeah, don't hesitate to ask. So, a couple of hints on play. Your journey will be perilous, and you are likely to fail on your first attempt. Make notes and draw a map as you explore. This map will be invaluable in future adventures and enable you to progress rapidly through to unexplored sections. Not all areas contain treasure. Some merely contain traps and creatures which you will no doubt fall afoul of. You may make wrong turnings during your quest, and while you may indeed progress through to your ultimate destination, it's by no means certain that that you will find what you are searching for. The one true way involves a minimum of risk, and any player, no matter how weak on the initial dice rolls, should be able to get through fairly easily. So may the luck of the gods go with you on your adventure ahead. Alright then. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll roll your stats now before we get into it. So let's get the adventure sheet up. And so we've already practiced the dice roll. So the first one we're going to roll for is the skill score. What is going to be your initial skill. So if you could roll just 1d6, please, and we'll add 6 to that.
All right.
Okay, so a skill of 9, an initial skill of 9. Now your skill score, your current skill, may go up or down. Initial skill is just to remind us where we started. Your current skill may go up or down during the game, but it will never ever go as high as the initial or higher than the initial skill. This initial skill can never go up. That's it. Now you're locked in at that, and it will be the same for your stamina and for your luck. But the current stamina and the current luck will definitely change as the journey goes on. So for now, we'll roll the stamina score. If you could roll 2d6, please, and we'll add 12 to it. Okay, so that's 7 plus the 12. That's 19. Okay. Quick maths. There we go. So you're not rolling bad at the moment. You got a pretty good skill score. It's not
I'll figure it out.
Yeah, it's not the worst initial stamina I've seen ever. So now we'll roll for your luck. We'll see how lucky you are throughout this. So if you could roll 1d6, please, and we'll add 6 to that. There we go. 10. Nice. Jolly good. Jolly good. So those are your starting stats. As I've said, the initial stats should never ever really increase. However, I have got some adventurers bonuses that can be bought that can alter the initial stats basically, and plus the potion of luck, when you use it, it will give you 1 extra initial luck anyway. So yeah, we'll go through that as we mean to go on. Right then, let's get into story. Are you ready to get into this adventure?
Absolutely.
Okay. Grizzled saying, don't try this at home, kids. He's a professional. I try to be. Yeah, first page, if reserved for Smoo. He is the quickest death. Yeah. Heather Miller will do unspeakable things for 70 rupees. Is that so? Enygma, what an interesting lamp you have there. Is it an E and a question mark?
It certainly is. I actually replied to her on Rumble. I designed that myself, so I'm pretty proud of that, actually. I didn't make that. I bought it, but
you ordered it online, didn't you? And
yeah.
Funnily enough, you ordered it from that Asian dude who does all those TikTok stitches.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I had no idea it was that guy. I just
Tony.
I was on.
Is that his
I was
name?
on it. Yeah, Tony. I was on Amazon, and I just was like, "Oh, this guy's the cheapest by far." So I went with him, and had no idea that he was as hilarious as he actually is.
He's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Just having a look. Where did you go, Davey? Back, and yeah, I think Abe had a shocker stats when we had to fund him a new starter build. That's right, you did. If you're unhappy, by the way, with any of those rolls that you just rolled, you could buy a re-roll with your rupees and try and re-roll any one of them, but it may end up you're worse off.
Yeah, it might be worse off. I think I'll stick with what I have. It's probably the best thing to do.
I like to tempt. To tempt. Anyway.
Tease.
Anyway, let's get into it. So, here we go. Here's the beginning of the story.
All right.
The winters in North Hollandia are always cruel and bitter. The snow falls thick and the icy wind blows hard, chilling everybody to the bone. For the past few weeks, you have been hired by a merchant called Big Jim's son to protect his trading caravans as they roll their way slowly north to the frozen outposts. The horse-drawn carts are laden with cloth, utensils, weapons, salted meats, spices, and tea, which are traded for furs, ivory carvings made from mammoth tusks. And Big Jim is not usually worried about travelling north, as bandits only attack his caravans on the return journey. He's not alone in recognising the value of northern goods. On this particular trip, you are walking ahead of 6 carts across a frozen lake. In the distance, you can see the snow-capped peaks of the Icefinger Mountains jutting out of low cloud. Your destination lies at the base of the mountains where the Northmen meat trade. Snow is falling, but not too heavily. You stop and prod the ice with your sword to make sure it can bear the weight of the carts, when suddenly the shrill call of a hunting horn breaks the silence. You stand up and run back to the carts to talk to Big Jim. He's sitting next to the driver of the second cart, puffing on a long briar pipe. A huge man with a great bushy beard, Big Jim is obviously a man to be reckoned with. His bright blue eyes scan over the horizon, searching for signs of life. In a deep voice he says, "Sounds like it came from the outpost. Reckon you better go off and investigate. Could be trouble, and get back quick." You set off straight away towards the outpost at the base of the Icefinger Mountains. You arrive 2 hours later at the scene of an ugly carnage. The snow is red with blood and all the wooden huts are smashed and torn down. 6 men lie dead, their bodies slashed, their axes at their sides in the snow. Judging by the size of the footprints, the creature that attacked the outpost must have been enormous. There is nothing you can do for the unfortunate Northmen, so you head back towards Big Jim's caravan to report the news. You reach them in an hour, just as daylight is fading, and relate the terrible events that have befallen the outpost. Big Jim orders the carts to be drawn into a circle to protect his men during the night. A large fire is built in the center of the circle, and you sit down beside it to talk to Big Jim. Everybody's nervous, and the guard is posted to watch for signs of movement outside. In a low voice, Big Jim asks you if you will hunt the terrible creature, for otherwise his business will be ruined forever. You smile and reply that you will track down the beast, but only for a purse of 50 gold pieces. Big Jim's jaw drops open, and it takes a great deal of persuasion before he agrees to your demand. The snow finally stops falling as you settle down for the night. Sleep is a long time coming, but your mind is active with thoughts of the impending hunt. When you wake just after dawn, the fire is reduced to dying embers. Wisps rise gently into the morning mist and not a sound is to be heard. You walk over to where Big Jim is sleeping and you tap him on the shoulder. He wakes with a start and you tell him you're setting off and hope to be back later in the day. You wave to the guard as the snow starts to fall again and make your way back to the outpost. Now turn over. Right, we shall turn over. But I just want to see what y'all are saying in the chat. Oh, we got Crimson Shadow here. Welcome, Crimson. Pleasure to see you, my friend. Thanks for being here. I believe you directly. I wonder what that was about.
The question mark.
Oh, yes.
I put in chat that I was pretty proud of it. So
it's a good one. I like it. You know,
I'm impressed I came up with it. That's the entire thing of it, is it didn't turn into a complete freaking train wreck. So
yeah, it's nice, man. Was it? I mean, without like saying how much you spent, but like, you know, was it a reasonable price? Was it affordable for the consumer?
Yes, absolutely. I'd gone to other. I'd gotten quotes from 2 other American sign makers, and they came back with like $400 or $500, and I was like, I don't have that kind of money. So
Yeah.
no. He was under $100. Tony was. So
yeah, I know this based guy over in Asia called Tony, and he'll do it for less than $100. So thanks.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Legatus is saying to help give EvilEnygma luck, sub to his channel. It won't hurt much. Yes, it's free. Go over there. Links are in the description, but Legatus has also put his YouTube channel there in the chat.
Thank you.
So go and do the things and the stuff. Right then, let's get into your adventure straight away then. Oh, before we do, is there any adventure bonuses that you want to buy?
No, not yet.
Okay. Keep in mind, right, that potion of luck that you chose at the beginning of the show, you cannot use that during a battle. So if you're locked in battle, you can't eat provisions and you can't take that potion of luck. But if you use your rubies to buy a potion of choice, and you just so happen to be lucky enough to get a potion of luck, then you can use that in battle as well. In fact, you can use all of your bought potions in a battle, which could be useful. So I'm just saying. Okay. Right then, let's get into it. So, Chapter 1. By the time you reach the outpost again, the bodies are blanketed with snow and the beast's footprints are covered. The visibility is poor, and as you set off towards the mountains where you hope to find the abominable killer beast, the snow on the mountainside is soft, and you sink up to your knees as you climb slowly up. You find yourself at the edge of a crevice which is spanned by an ice bridge, so your first choice for your first adventure on Read and Roll is, do you want to cross the crevice by the ice bridge, or would you rather walk around the crevice? Now, I'm saying crevice. I know it's a crevasse, but I'm saying crevice.
It's y'all are the ones who came up with English, so however you want.
We spawned the language.
That's right. Jeez. Let's see. Knowing me, I would fall on my ass if I tried to go across the bridge. But I'll probably fall on my ass trying to go around it too. Let's go ahead and we will do cross the crevasse. We'll cross the bridge side. We'll do that.
So we're going across the ice bridge, 335. Okay.
That's correct. Yes.
The bridge is quite narrow and very slippery. Test your luck. If you're lucky, turn to 41. If you're unlucky, turn to 389. So what I'm going to ask you is to roll 2d6, please, and you've got to get 10 or below on 2d6.
10 or below?
Yeah.
Okay.
You did do it. You got 9. Excellent. There we go. So the thing about luck is that every time you use your luck, it gets deducted by 1. So you now have 9 current luck. So on your next luck roll, you will be required to get a 9 or below to be lucky on 2d6. Okay. So there we go. You were lucky. Congratulations. You did it. Let's see what you have in store for you. You were lucky. 41. You tread carefully over the bridge. Safely across the crevasse, you continue your slow trek through the snow. Good job.
Thank you.
You've officially gotten past Smooth's quickest death, because the other choice spawns a mammoth, and yeah, he died by mammoth.
That's a horrible way to go.
It is. However, the wind starts to howl, blowing gusts of snow into your face. You put your head down and stride into it. Above the howl of the wind, you suddenly become aware of another sound, the howling of wolves. You draw your sword, and while trying to peer through the snow, as if out of nowhere, 2 snow wolves appear in front of you, hunched, ready to pounce. They are completely white except for their blood-red eyes, and suddenly one leaps at you. You must fight them one at a time. So it looks like you've gotten yourself into a bit of a battle here.
All right.
Let's get your adventure sheet up and we'll explain how to do the battle shortly. In fact, we'll do it now. So what I'll do is I'll first ask you to roll for the enemy, and then I will ask you to roll for yourself. It'll be 2d6 for both you and your enemy.
Okay.
Whatever the sum of those dice is, we'll add it to the skill score of both the enemy and yourself respectively, and whoever's is the highest wins the attack round. When you win an attack round, you bring their stamina down by 2. If they win the attack round, they bring your stamina down by 2. You can be more effective by using your luck after an attack round to inflict 2 more damage if you're lucky. If you're unlucky, we'll give them 1 back. And alternatively, if you have been attacked and you have lost stamina, you can use your luck to negate the damage, meaning if you are lucky, we'll give you 1 stamina back. However, if you're unlucky, we'll take 1 more stamina away from you.
That makes sense. And
in
then it
some...
goes down.
Pardon?
The luck goes down when I use it too.
It does, yeah. So the more you use it, the more unlucky you become.
Sounds about right. Eventually, we all got to pay the piper.
So 7, skill of 7, stamina of 7, and then a skill of 8 and a stamina of 7 is for the first 2 enemies you're going to face. So without further ado, let's get that music playing and let's get into your first battle.
Yeah.
So, Enygma, would you please roll 2d6 for your enemy? A 4 and a 1 gives them 12. And if you can roll 2d6 for yourself, please. A 4 and a 2 gives you 15. You win the attack round. Well done.
I appreciate it.
We'll bring their stamina down to 5. Would you like to test your luck and see if you can do 2 more points of damage? Or would you like to just carry on with the next attack round?
Let's carry on to the next attack round, please.
Okay, then 2d6 for the enemy, please.
Ooh.
A 6 and a 2. That gives them 15. Yeah, that is another thing I should mention that Crimson Shadows just pulled up in the chat there, is that if you roll a double 6 for either you or your enemy, it gives 1 more damage than it usually would. So if the enemy gets it, they'll do 1 more damage to you than they usually would if they win. And adversely, if you get the double 6, you'll do 1 more damage if you win the attack round. Anyway,
okay.
2d6 for yourself, please.
Shit.
A 1 and a 3. Oh, no, that's not right. Not there. You don't want to be putting it there, you dipshit. There you go. Yeah, unfortunately, a 1 and a 3 gives you 13. You lose the attack round, I'm afraid, so we'll bring your stamina down to 17. Would you like to test your luck to see if we can negate a point of damage, or would you like to carry on with the next attack round?
Let's carry on with the next attack round. I don't want
Let's do
to
it.
fall and hurt myself.
Okie dokie. I've fallen and I can't get up.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
There we go. A 3 and a 5 gives them 15 again.
Well, that
And
sucks.
2 for yourself, please. A 5
Gosh.
and a 5. That'll do it. 19 is the score against their 15. You win the attack round. We'll bring their stamina down to 3. Test your luck or carry on.
Let's carry on.
Okay, 2d6 for the enemy, please. 2 2s. Gives them 11. And
Okay.
2 for yourself, please. 3 and a 1 gives you 13. You win by 2 points. Well done. That's the attack round over, bringing their stamina down to 1. Now, if you were lucky, by testing your luck, you'd destroy them outright. But if you don't want to test that, we can just carry on with the next attack round. Could be
let's
over.
do the next round.
Okay, then. Let's do it then. 2d6 for your enemy, please. A 4 and a 2 gives them 13. This should be fairly easy.
Let's hope so. Here we go.
A 2 and a 1 gives you 12. Oh, they're hanging in there. You lose the attack round. Your stamina is now 15. Would you like to test your luck or carry on?
Let's carry on.
Okay, 2d6 for the enemy, please. Okay, a 2 and a 5 gives them 14. And 2 for yourself, please. Ooh. A 2 and a 1 gives you 12 again. You lose the attack round, I'm afraid.
Hung up on me here. I can't even see that. Let me reload this.
Are you having trouble with the dice there?
Yeah, it's... Hold on, I gotta reload that. My mistake.
No worries.
I'm using a Mac. What can I say? Alright, now we're good.
Okay, so unless you want to test your luck, it's the next attack round.
Next attack
2d6 for the enemy, please. A 4 and a 4 gives them 15. And 2 for yourself, please. A 5 and a 3 gives you 17. You win the attack round and you beat back that wolf. So there we go. That's one of them destroyed. Right then, let's get into the second one now. So 2d6 for your enemy, please.
Alright.
This one's got a little bit higher skill as well. It's more evenly matched to you. So a 4 and a 4 gives them 16. And 2 for yourself, please. A 3 and a 5 gives you 17. You win just by 1 point. Well done. We'll bring their stamina down to 5. Test your luck or carry on?
Let's try it. Let's carry on.
Okay then. 2d6 for the enemy, please. Oh, hang on. There we go. Over here.
Okay. Ooh.
A 5 and a 4 gives them 17.
Bad
And
luck.
2 for yourself, please. A 6 and a 2 gives you 17. You've just parried blows. No attack damage for anyone. Okay, next attack round. 2d6 for the enemy, please.
Okay, 3 and 1.
3 and a 1. Hang on. I can see something that Crimson's asking in the chat, and they... Do you know what I didn't take into account is that the dice are actually on my OBS screen and not in EVMux. So if I actually take away that layer there, sorry, in EVMux, when we roll them now, you should be able to see them all over the screen. Okay, so 2d6 for the enemy, please. A 5 and a 2 gives them 15. And now 2d6 for yourself, please.
Better.
5 gives you 17. You win the attack round. Congratulations. And we'll bring their stamina down to 3. Test your luck or carry on.
Let's carry on.
2d6 for the enemy, please. A 1 and a 4 gives them 13. And 2 for yourself, please. A 2 and a 5 gives you 16. An easy win. An easy win. They've got 1 stamina left. Congratulations, you won the attack round. Test your luck or carry on.
Let's carry on.
Okay, 2d6 for the enemy, please.
Let's do it.
And what could be for the last time in this battle? They got 14. If you could roll 2d6 for yourself, please. That's turned out a bit wonky, but I'm going to have to take it as 2 and 2. Is that what it's showing up as on your computer?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, yeah, unfortunately, 13 is your score against their 14. They just won by 1 point. Can you believe it? We'll bring you down to 11 stamina. Would you like to test your luck or carry on?
Let's carry on.
Okay. 2d6 for the enemy, please. Ooh, that's a high one. 18.
Yep.
And 2d6 for yourself. Oh, that's higher, though.
Right.
I think you've done it. There you go. Well done, mate. You've won the attack round.
I took out the girly man inside, took him out.
They're dead. Well done, mate. You did it. Congratulations. You beat back the 2 snow wolves. They are dead.
Awesome.
You step past the still bodies of the wolves and continue your journey through the swirling snow. The climb becomes steeper and the going is slow. All right, let's see what y'all are saying in chat quickly. That was the first one. Walk around, I smell a trap. No, he went the right way. He definitely did go the right way. I mean, EvilEnygma, you sounded like Arnold.
I do the Arnold impression, right? I do it. Yes, right.
Yeah, there you go. Crimson showing us there. A double 6 means 3 stamina damage dealt to the attack round loser. Yes, silly me, Crimson. Silly me. Jack Tarlad, is there a way? Yeah, we've already been through this, haven't we? Yeah, about putting the dice on. Yeah, lovely. Okay, it is still going unseen. The dice sometimes, is it?
A little bit.
Is it like? It shouldn't be, because it's on top of all the overlays. Yeah. Roll it. Roll 2d6 for me.
Now, that time it worked.
Yeah. Yeah, it's on top now. It's always on top. Anyway, right. So your next choice. The snow is beginning to fall very heavily, swirling around in the strong wind. A blizzard is starting. So, would you like to use your sword to dig a shelter in the snow, or would you rather press on?
Let's use the sword to dig a shelter.
Okie dokie. You hurriedly cut blocks of ice out of the mountainside and build yourself a makeshift igloo. You crawl into it as a blizzard blows down the mountain with ferocious power. Your body heat is retained inside the igloo and you keep warm. However, you must eat 2 portions of your provisions and regain your strength after the tiring walk and the effort of building the igloo. This does not increase your stamina, so you've just basically lost 2 provisions and it doesn't do anything to your stamina. An hour later, the blizzard dies down and you crawl out of your shelter to continue your quest. So I'm just going to bring up the adventure sheet quickly. Right, there we go. So we've got to remove 2 provisions. And what I would suggest is that you actually eat some provisions as well, because you're on 11 current stamina.
Yeah,
and you can't eat it during a battle.
Okay.
Each provision restores 4.
Let's do. Let's do 2, because in that way I'll be max me back out.
Yep. So you got 6 provisions left now, and you're back up to 19 stamina. Lovely. Right then. And don't forget, you've always got that backtrack if you want to go back a paragraph. If you don't like your choice, we can always do that. Anyway,
okay.
An hour later, the blizzard dies down. You crawl out the shelter and continue your quest. Underneath a overhanging rock, you see a small wooden hut built against the side of the mountain. Its roof is piled high with snow and long icicles hang down from the window ledges. You see a set of deep footprints. Put my teeth back in. You see a deep set of footprints leading from the hut up to the side of the mountain. If you wish to enter the hut, turn to 36. If you would rather follow the footprints in the snow, turn to 190.
Let's follow the footprints.
Follow the footprints, 190. The high altitude and thin atmosphere make you pant for your breath as you continue your steady climb, lose 1 stamina point. Suddenly, you hear the sound of a human voice followed by a ferocious roar. Not far ahead, you see the fur trapper fighting for his life against a gigantic bear-like beast with long white fur and sharp teeth protruding from its jaws. It is the killer beast that you've been hunting, the abominable Yeti. You watch the unfortunate trapper being gashed by the Yeti's claws and falling face down in the snow. Incensed by the vicious attack, you scream at the Yeti and run through the snow to attack it. Excuse me.
I might be in
so
trouble.
I'm going to remove that 1 stamina.
Okay.
You now have 18, even though I'm not showing it here, and we'll turn to 77. Are you carrying a spear? If you are, turn to 391. You're not, so we'll have to turn to 378. You draw your sword and you lunge at the huge white beast. The Yeti has a skill of 11 and a stamina of 12. Oh, good gosh. Here we go. So,
he's a great white Yeti, according to him.
So I guess we got to get into it. We've got a battle on our hands. It's a Yeti. They are overpowered compared to you, and you may struggle with this. So what I will allow you to do is to, if you want to use any rubies right now, you can do so. And I'll tell you what I'll also do, just to make it a little bit easier for you. On Twitter, I'll send you the list of things that you can buy, just in case you want to do it right now before we start this battle, because there are some things in it that could help you.
Okay.
There we go. So I'm going to throw this into Twitter.
Here we are. Let's see.
There we are. Yeah, so £1 gives 1 provision or 1 gold. Not likely to be helpful. £2 gives the random potion, but you've got a 1 in 6 chance of a luck potion. Alternatively, you could spend £3. You get a potion of choice, but you still have to roll a 6 for the luck potion. Alternatively, you can increase 1 current stat by 1. So that's the one that will never ever go like any higher than the initial stat, but it will change every time. That's the current one. The ones that you really want to think about are like the 5 rubies one. It returns all stats to initial values, or returns a lifetime, or grants a reroll. And a 30 ruby one gives an extra life, or it increases all initial stats by 1. So you do have 38 rubies, so you could spend like £30 on increasing all of your initial stats by 1.
I could also just insta-kill him.
You could. You could. I would allow you to do that.
Well, let's do that, because he's going to kick my ass.
Fair enough then, my friend. You'll spend 15 rubies and you will have, what is it? 8, no, how many you got? Hang on.
I had 38.
Yeah, sorry.
That's okay. I'd be I can't even add now.
No, me neither.
15 plus 5 is 30. So
Yeah.
15 plus 8, 23.
There you go. Quick maths, folks.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I was caught up in it. So, without further ado, there's no need to do anything with this battle because you've bought yourself an insta-kill spell. We'll use it straight away. Thank you to our wonderful donators who keep the gears greased over here on our channel. And congratulations! You waved your magic finger about Enigma, and you said some words, and the Yeti just fell down dead.
He deserved it. What could I say?
Yeah.
He deserved it. He was a Yeti, and my dog was barking at the same time. I just when Chad's asking about it, so I'm trying to shut him up. Insta kill.
Well, anyway, congratulations and thanks to our donators. Right then, so you kneel down beside the fur trapper and turn him over slowly. His eyes are barely open and the blood trickles down from the corner of his mouth. The Yeti is gouged deep wounds in his chest, and you realize that there's no hope of saving him. With great effort, he reaches up and grabs you round the neck, pulling you down so that you can hear his dying words. He thanks you for trying to save him and insists on telling you his secret. He's in terrible pain and he struggles to whisper a story. He tells you that he's lived in the mountains for most of his life, hunting animals and trading for their furs. But for the last 5 years, he's been searching for the legendary Crystal Caves. These caves have been cut out of a glacier by the followers of the Snow Witch, a beautiful yet evil sorceress who is trying to use her dark powers to bring on an ice age so that she can rule supreme over the whole world. The entrance to the Crystal Caves is high upon this very mountain. It's open but hidden by an illusion. The unfortunate fur trapper found it by accident only yesterday when he saw one of the Snow Witch's warriors seemingly walk straight through an ice wall and disappear. The trapper left a piece of fur hanging over the entrance so that he could find it again the next day. Sadly, the Yeti has put an end to his hopes. He asks you to enter the caves and slay the vile Snow Witch and leave her followers without a leader. There are legends about great treasures being frozen into the wall of the Snow Witch's lair, which would provide ample reward. The fur trapper suddenly grips you hard, ladies, and then falls back silently into the snow. He's dead. You cover him with snow before deciding what to do. 50 gold pieces await you on return with the evidence of the Yeti's death to Big Jim's son. But the thought of the quest through the Crystal Caves beneath Icefinger Mountains excites you, and you decide to set off to find them. See, sometimes you don't get to choose, you just have to go.
Yes, it's
and
just
it's
like,
that simple.
You just deal with it. Just do what you got to do. Just turn to page 30, asshole.
Now that the snow has stopped falling, the sky is clear and blue. Jesus Christ, I feel like I'm dyslexic sometimes. The air is cold and crisp, and the snow crunches beneath your feet. Slowly, you make your way up the mountainside, looking for the cave entrance marker left by the fur trapper. Suddenly, you hear a distant rumbling from above, the terrifying sound of an avalanche. Test your luck. If you're lucky, turn to 163. If you're unlucky, turn to 109. So, for another time, Enigma, this adventure heavily relies on luck. So, here we go then. If you would roll 2d6, please, you've got to get 9 or below. Easy. You did it easy. But we'll have to reduce your
luck.
Yeah, but we'll have to reduce your luck by 1, so you now have 8 current luck. Congratulations, though, you were lucky, and so that means we will all go to 163. You look up to see the great cascades of snow tumbling down the mountain. Fortunately, the avalanche sweeps down a ridge and adjacent, and not the one you're climbing. Well done, you did it. You make your way slowly up the mountain until you reach a rock face that's too steep to climb. You walk around the side until you see a massive wall of ice which completely blocks a gully between 2 peaks of the mountain, the glacier. Your heart leaps as you catch sight of a piece of fur hanging on the wall by the ice trapper. Although you cannot see the entrance, you walk straight ahead. You shut your eyes as you think you're about to walk into the wall of ice, but you walk straight through the illusion and find yourself inside a long tunnel carved into the ice. You walk down it and soon you arrive at a T-junction. If you wish to turn left, turn to 395, and if you wish to turn right, turn to 251.
Well, I'm left-handed, so let's go left.
Okie dokie. A nice solid choice with no waiting. Like I say, you might want to make a map of these choices. What do you mean that the dice is still doing it, Legatus? It can't be. It can't be doing it. Oh, it might be from the right-hand side. Yeah, it might be from the right-hand side. I don't know. Anyway, so we're going left. There we go. 395. The tunnel bends round to the right. As you turn the corner, you almost bump into a tall, pale-skinned humanoid coming the other way. He's wearing a white cloak with a hood pulled over his head. He is a mountain elf, one of the Snow Witch's followers. Will you nod your head at him and walk by nonchalantly? Tell him you have come to join the Snow Witch's followers, or attack him with your sword.
Just because it's a total boss move, let me just nod my head and walk by like we frickin' belong there.
Yeah, just...
That's right.
Let's do it then. 80.
Let's do a bit of yell. Good to see you.
Test your luck. If you're lucky, turn to 331. If you're unlucky, turn to 103. So if you wouldn't mind, please, rolling 2d6, and you've got to get 8 or below. Easy. Easy. That's a 6 there. Well done. You were less than 8. You now have 7. You're getting unluckier and unluckier by the minute. But luckily, you do have the potion of luck.
I do.
You do. Congratulations anyway. You were lucky. So test your luck. 331. There we go. The mountain elf does not suspect you that you are an intruder, and you are able to walk casually past him. That's nice.
That's right.
Well done, bro.
I belong here.
That's awesome. That's really good. What's this? Luckily, Hassan ain't playing now. Poor doggy. Yeah. And Atom Gray's in the chat. Welcome, Atom. It's a pleasure to see you, my friend. Welcome to the chat. I was surprised I didn't see you in the first hour, actually. But it's good to have you here nonetheless. Who of you has a doggy? I don't have a dog anymore, but we always had a family dog. Do you have a dog, Enygma?
I do. It's Whiskey. We've been listening to him bark. And he's watching. He looks at me when I call his name because he's like, "Are you going to give me food?"
Mm-hmm.
He is a little... We adopted him about 6 years ago.
Uh-huh.
And he's what I like to call Heinz 57. He's a little bit of everything.
Yeah. I like it. So yeah, I also had a family dog. Well, we had a family dog a while ago. They passed away, but it was a German Shepherd that we called. His pedigree name was Charming Chase, but we called him Chance, and so that was his family name.
Always had dogs growing up. When I moved in with Desi Dish, my girlfriend, she had a cat, and unfortunately, the cat Martini passed away back in 2020. And we have Whiskey, so we don't have a drinking problem in this house. I promise you.
Yeah, when we're talking about whiskey all the time, it's not the drink.
You're right, it's true. I drink bourbon, so if I'm going to talk about drinking, it's going to be bourbon. And all bourbons are whiskey, but not all whiskeys are bourbon.
That's right. That's right. So Rick Clear is saying, frozen dead trapper, them's good eating.
That's called long pig. That's what that is.
It is, actually. Sorry I'm late, just struggling out of bed. Oh, well, I hope you're all right, mate. I hope you're rested up and you're taking it easy. I don't recall this happening on the previous read and rolls, Atom Grey. Which one? What's that?
He's probably talking about the dice.
Oh, yes. Well, that one layer in EVMux has been completely disabled now. So you can't... My screen is not going underneath anything apart from... apart from Enygma's camera, because Enygma's camera is on top of my camera, basically. The whole window that you see right now is my virtual cam from OBS. And so I've got Enygma down at the bottom there, pasted over the top of me. So that might be what you're seeing, Legatus. Anyway, let's get on with this. So, the mountain elf doesn't suspect a thing. Enigma's a boss and just nods his head and walks straight past. And he does it. There we go.
That's what we do here. We just walk in like we own the damn place.
Nice. The tunnel forks and you must decide quickly which way to go. You can hear the sound of running feet coming down the branch to your right. If you wish to turn down the left branch, turn to 321. If you would rather head down the right branch and face whoever is coming towards you, turn to 145.
Someone's running at me after I just bossed that mountain elf.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
What the hell? Let's go left again.
Okay. You have only gone 10 meters down the tunnel when the ice floor suddenly cracks and gives way under your weight. You fall down into an ice pit, a trap made by the Snow Witch's followers. Roll 1 die and deduct the number rolled from your stamina score. If you're still alive, turn to 254. So let's get this up here. So if you would roll 1d6, please. Oh no. A whole 6.
Yep, I suck.
Unfucking lucky, mate.
Eventually, luck runs out.
It does, unfortunately. But don't forget, you've got your provisions.
Mm-hmm.
So you could get yourself back up to 16, at least. Without wasting any.
I got like 6 provisions left. Is that...
Yeah. But you can, like I've said before, you've got the adventurer's pot. You've got the list of things that you can buy from the adventurer's pot there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you could get more provisions or gold or whatever you want, mate.
Okay. Well, let's have a provision to get ourselves back up to at least 16. So that's something.
So are you wanting to buy a provision with your rubies? Or do you just want to use a provision out of it and then replace it? You know, provision. Okie dokie. All right then, you got 5 provisions left, and you've now got 16 stamina. Right then.
If you're still alive, yeah, you could die falling down.
Yeah. You groan with pain and I think that's supposed to say you groan with pain and it hurts to stand up. And
yeah,
we're doing it live, folks. Hurts. There we go. You groan with pain and it hurts to stand up. Looking up to see how far you've fallen, you are dismayed to see 2 ugly faces staring down at you. A rope is thrown down to you and you are ordered to throw your sword up to the goblins before climbing the rope. You are trapped in the pit and reluctantly comply with their orders. As you are about to climb, you notice that both the goblins are holding a rope. If you wish to climb up the rope, turn to 276. If you wish to pull hard on the rope in an attempt to pull them down into the pit, turn to 314. Alternatively, you could go back a paragraph to 241 with your backtrack if you're not happy with this outcome.
Yeah, I don't like the way this is going to go. Okay, one way or another, we're going to have to get into a fight. If we pull him down in the pit with us, we got to fight him.
So are you using your backtrack?
Yeah, let's use the backtrack.
Okie dokie. So 241. Well, it's not too far away. Christ almighty, come on. There we go. So, the tunnel forks, you must decide quickly which way to go. You can hear the sound of running feet coming down the branch to your right. You went to the left, so I'm assuming you like to go to the right, or would you like to try the left again?
Let's go to the right.
And don't forget you can... Oh dear. And don't forget you can always buy your backtrack back by spending 5 rubies, and you'll be able to buy a lifeline back.
Okay.
So let me know if you want to do that. Okay. Right, however, you draw your sword and head down the tunnel. 2 goblins with ugly faces run into view, both wearing glowing metal collars around their necks. They see you and advance, snarling with daggers drawn. Fight them one at a time in the narrow tunnel. If you win, turn to 3, 4, 7. So let's get your adventure sheet back up.
All right.
So it's 5 and 5 and 5 and 4. Shouldn't be too much of a bother, this. 5 and 5. 5 and 4. And so, if you can get your dice ready, my friend, we'll get into that lovely music. And without further ado, for your first roll, for your enemy, please. 2d6.
Here we go.
6 and a 2. No, not 52. A 6 and a 2 gives them 13. And 2 for yourself, please. A 1 and a 2 gives you 12. You still, like, that was still good enough that you only lost by 1 point, if you get what I mean. Like, it was like 1 point between you. But nevertheless, that's 2 deducted, so you've got 14 stamina now. Would you like to test your luck or carry on?
Let's carry on.
Okay, 2d6 for the enemy, please. A 2 and a 6 gives them 13 again. In fact, I think that was the same score that they had last time, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
A 4 and a 4 gives you 17, which means you win the attack round. Well done. We'll bring their stamina down to 3. Test your luck or carry on?
Let's carry on.
2d6 for the enemy, please. A 3 and a 5 gives them 13 again.
Yeah, they're really good at getting 8s all of a sudden, aren't they?
I think that's a 6 and a 3, so that's what I'm going to count it as. That gives you 18. Well done, you win the attack round. And they are now down to a stamina of 1. Test your luck or carry on?
Let's carry it on.
2d6 for the enemy, please. That's good. There we go. 1 and a 5 gives them 11. And 2 for yourself, please.
All right.
A 1 and a 3 gives you 13. Well done. You win the attack round. You've beat that first enemy. So there you go. So on to the next attack round on the next enemy. 2d6, please.
All right. Here we go.
Snake Eyes. A 1 and a 1 gives them 7. This one's going to be a real easy one to beat, surely.
Yep.
A 2 and a 5. You definitely won that attack round. There you go. 16 to their 7.
All right.
And we'll bring their stamina down to 2. Would you like to test your luck or carry on?
Let's carry it on.
Okay, 2d6 for the enemy, please. A 1 and a 5 again. Gives them 11. And 2 for yourself. A 4 and a 3, it's 16 is the score to their 11. You win the attack round. Congratulations, you've won the match.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Congratulations anyway. You've done it again. Those were no match for you, Enygma. They were...
you know, speak softly but carry a big sword.
Exactly. I've heard the ladies speak about your sword. It's magnificent, they said, was the words I heard used.
Only because I buy them at Fifth Sandwich, yeah. All right.
You search through the clothing of the goblins and find some salted fish, a candle, and 2 gold pieces, which you decide to take along with their daggers. The metal collars around their necks have stopped glowing, but you cannot remove them. After putting the goblins' possessions in your backpack, you set off further down the tunnel. So let's get that open, your adventure sheet. So 2 gold pieces, their daggers, some salted fish, and a candle.
Is it a scented candle? Is it like lavender?
I don't know if they grow much lavender in the Icefinger Mountains,
Probably not.
and especially goblins, is probably like, you know, a vomit flavored one.
Yeah, it's like that Harry Potter's jelly beans or something, right? Every flavor.
Yeah,
jelly
the
bean.
earwax jelly beans.
Yeah.
So anyway, goblins, daggers, candle, saltfish, and gold, 2 pieces. So this gold can actually be spent within the book itself. Don't get them confused with the rubies, which are to buy your bonuses only.
Okay.
Okay. Lovely. So turn to 106. Don't forget, you've lost your backtrack now, so I'm not going to be making any logs of your progress from now on until you buy your backtrack back. Okay. So further ahead, in the left-hand wall of the tunnel, you see a gap. You walk up to it and peer round to see a cave in which a Neanderthal is stripping the skin off a moose and making it ready for the large simmering stew pot behind him. He's working very slowly and is being yelled at by a gnome cook who is wearing a white apron and waving a wooden spoon in the air. If you wish to enter the crude kitchen, turn to 95. If you would rather creep past the entrance, turn to 267.
Now something tells me if I try to creep past it, that's going to be luck. So let's enter the kitchen, see what happens.
The gnome walks up to you and shouts, "Get out! Dinner will not be ready for another 2 hours. You'll hear the bell. Mind you, you look a little worse for wear. So you can have this stale cake if you wish." The gnome points at a piece of cake lying on the table. If you wish to take the cake and leave, turn to 290. If you would rather attack the Snow Witch's servant, turn to 187.
Let's take the cake and go. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth, right? Take.
Okie dokie. You leave the cave and turn left, back into the tunnel, eating the cake as you go. It is stale and is virtually tasteless, but it gives you a little energy, so add 1 stamina point. And then turn to 198. Well, you've got a current stamina of 14, so now you have 15.
Excellent.
198. There we go. In the distance, you hear the chanting voices. Before long, the tunnel ends at the entrance to a large cavern. Kneeling down before an ice effigy in the shape of a demon, their hooded faces pressed to the floor in worship, are 10 of the Snow Witch's followers. There are 2 exits from the cave. 1 to your left and 1 to your right. If you're wearing a cloak, turn to 384. If you're not wearing a cloak, which you're not, turn to 260.
Well then, 260 it is.
Yeah, you breathe, and another non-choice here. You breathe in deeply and walk casually through the cavern towards the tunnel to your right. You are almost at the entrance to the tunnel when the worshippers stop their chanting. They stand up, and one of them calls out to you, asking why you did not stop to sing the praises of the Frozen One. If you have the magic flute, you can tell them that you've been ordered to go and play it for the Snow Witch. Otherwise, you may fight them or try to run for the tunnel. So you don't have the flute, so you've either got to fight them or you've got to try to run for the tunnel.
And there's 10 of them?
Yeah.
Let's run.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Peace!
The followers are a group of goblins, orcs and Neanderthals. As you make a run for it, the 2 who are nearest try to stop you. One cracks his whip, trying to wrap it round your legs, while the other aims a dart at you. Test your luck. If you're lucky, turn to 226. If you're unlucky, turn to 340. You have currently a luck of 7. Now, I don't know whether if you think it's too early to use that potion of luck, but in situations like this, you need all the luck you can get. You're like, this is this is a crucial point. So
yeah, I think I should drink it. I tend to be a pack rat in RPGs where I don't like using items at all because I'm saving them for the boss battle that'll never happen. So, but I should drink the potion. I can't pack rat this. I got to drink it.
Okie dokie. So you're using your potion of luck. Don't forget, you can try to get your potion of luck back by buying it with your rubies, but it's a 1 in 6 chance. You have to roll a 6 to get the potion of luck. But nevertheless, you've drank your potion. You now have an initial luck of 11, and your current luck is also 11. So this should be quite lucky unless you roll double 6s. Well, even if you do actually. So if you roll double 6s, no. Yeah, so if you roll double 6s, it'll be higher than your luck, and then you won't win. Okay, so if you could roll then 2d6, and we'll see how lucky you are. You've got to get 11 or below. Easy.
I did it.
So you
I did it.
So you now have a luck value of 10. And you were lucky, so test your luck. If you're lucky, turn to 226. Both the dart and the whip fail to find their mark, and you are able to run through the tunnel. The tunnel ends quite soon at a T-junction. To your left, you can hear cries for help. If you wish to turn left, turn to 311. If you wish to turn right, turn to 125.
Cries for help. Let's turn left and see who's crying for help.
The tunnel ends at the the edge of a pit, out of which a dwarf is trying to climb, but he keeps on slipping back. The floor of the pit is covered with large ice boulders which have crashed down from the shaft above the pit. One lands on the dwarf's shoulders, and you can hear the wild cheers from the top of the shaft as he tumbles onto the floor. This almost sounds a little bit familiar, doesn't it, Enigma? The dwarf sees you and shouts, "Curse you, stranger! If you do not aid me, I see that you..." Oh yeah, sorry. "Curse you, stranger! If you do not aid me, I see you're not wearing a collar." If you wish to help the dwarf out of the pit, turn to 376. If you would rather ignore his pleas and walk back to the junction, turn to 57.
And it doesn't say he's wearing a collar, right? So let's help him out.
Okie dokie. You lie down and lean over the edge of the pit. Sorry, you'll have to excuse me. I've got a tickle coming in my throat. Not now. Anyway, you lean over the edge of the pit and tell the dwarf to grab your arm. Much to the annoyance of the spectators above, the dwarf escapes from the pit. You run together back to the junction where the dwarf runs right. You tell the dwarf that you intend to carry on straight on to find the Snow Witch, as turning right will lead you back to the Hall of Worship. The dwarf tells you that he must escape quickly and return to his village now that he's free. He thanks you for helping him and hands you a leather bag and then runs off. But before he disappears, he turns and shouts, "Beware the white rat." You open the leather bag and find a sling and 3 iron balls. You pack them away and set off along the tunnel.
It is the rabbit with big pointy teeth. Except it's a rat, not a rabbit.
So you've got the sling and the iron balls.
Big, huge iron balls. They're huge. They're
huge.
I'd say they
are fucking massive.
They're massive. I tell you, Joey Bag of Donuts down at the dock. He showed them to me. They're huge. They're great big, great big balls.
Biggest I ever saw.
That's right.
What was that about? It is, and don't call me Shirley.
Yeah.
Gobbling these nuts. Bertie Bott's every flavor of beans talking about your dog.
Yeah. That would be the Harry Potter jelly beans. Yeah.
Oh yes, that's what we were talking about, weren't we? Yeah, the jelly beans. Now I get it. Mine are like raisins. I don't know what you're referring to.
I hope
your
he's not
balls.
talking about his big balls.
Yeah, see, Wendy finds it funny. Iron balls, lol. See, everyone finds balls, cock and balls, farts. They're always funny.
They are.
Always, without a doubt. Anyway,
There's
moving
never a
swiftly
bad
on.
time. It breaks the ice immediately.
But anyway, moving swiftly on. The tunnel goes through the glacier soon. Sorry. The tunnel through the glacier soon leads into the mountainside itself, and the walls change from ice to bare rock. You enter a large cavern which has 3 exits leading from it. One to your left, one to your right, and the main one, carved as a giant skull lying directly opposite. As you enter, an ugly robed man steps out of the mouth of the skull and holding a glass prism in his outstretched hands. He commands you to turn back, as only the Snow Witch's personal servants are allowed in the mountainside. If you have a magic flute, you may wish to tell him that you've been asked to come and play for the Snow Witch, but you haven't, so you may attack him with your sword.
I guess we're attacking him.
I guess we are. So the ugly man sneers, and as you draw your sword, he rubs the prism, and suddenly 3 identical images of himself appear. They walk towards you. Each one has a dagger raised in its right hand. 2 of the images must be illusions, but which one will you strike with your sword? So will you strike the man on your left, strike the man on the middle, or strike the one on the right?
I've got 2 guns, one for each of you. The one on the right.
The one on the right, 232. The illusionist screams in pain as your sword cuts into his side. He drops to the floor as the other 2 images fade away. As you step over him, he starts to laugh and stands up, his wound completely healed. If you wish to thrust your sword at him again, turn to 261. If you wish to try to smash his prism, turn to 72.
Prism. Get rid of the prism.
Okay, nice and confident there. You pretend to give up the fight, but then suddenly leap at the illusionist. Catching him up momentarily off guard, you manage to snatch the prism. Put my teeth back in. You manage to snatch the prism out of his hands and throw it onto the floor. It shatters into many pieces, and the illusionist turns and flees into the skull mouth, screaming at the top of his voice. Smoke rises from the shattered fragments of the prism and forms itself into the shape of a fat, bald man, a genie. Hovering in midair, he bows and thanks you for releasing him. He tells you that if you call on him, he will make you invisible just once as a token of his gratitude. Without saying another word, the image shimmers and disappears. You now have to decide which way to head. So will you enter the tunnel to your left, enter the skull mouth, or enter the tunnel to your right?
The skull mouth.
Okay. The tunnel soon leads into another cavern where you see a huge white-bearded man wearing white furs, lifting a wooden chest onto a high shelf. He is a frost giant, and there is only one other exit out of his lair via the tunnel in the opposite wall. If you wish to run through his lair into the tunnel opposite, turn to 243. If you would wish to attack him, turn to 112.
Let's not piss off the giant. Let's go 243.
You wait until the frost giant has its back to you and then run through his lair. You reach the next tunnel before the slow-moving giant realizes what's happening, but you do not stop running. You soon arrive at a crossroads in a tunnel. However, you have not any time to examine the left and right branches as a strange humanoid is advancing towards you from straight ahead. Before you stands a crystal warrior, one of the Snow Witch's personal guardians, who has been sent to deal with you. He's made of quartz which has been animated by the Snow Witch's sorcery. Edged weapons will not harm the crystal warrior. Your sword is useless. If you possess a warhammer, you may succeed in smashing the crystal warrior to pieces. If you do not have a warhammer, turn to 2. So let's go to 2. If you rescue the genie from the prism, you may call upon him now. If you did not rescue the genie, yada yada, blah blah blah, your quest is over. So we'll call on that genie now, shall we?
Let's go invisible.
The genie appears, hovering above the Crystal Warrior, but he snaps his fingers and you immediately become invisible. The Crystal Warrior punches the air through with his tough quartz fists, but you are able to slip by him unnoticed. By the time the invisibility spell wears off, you are well away from your adversary. Further on, the tunnel ends at a T-junction. If you wish to go left, turn to 150. If you wish to go right, go to 368.
Let's go left.
Always left. Okay. The tunnel ends at a wooden door which opens when you turn the handle. You walk into the massive high-ceiling chamber which ends at a wall of ice. In the center of the chamber is an open marble sarcophagus with its lid propped up against the side. A white rat suddenly jumps out of the sarcophagus and runs towards you. It stops in front of you and starts to grow and change shape. If you possess Enygma Minotaur Horn, turn to 52. You do not, so we'll go to 223. The creature soon towers above you and develops a rough white reptilian skin. Its neck extends to support a giant head with smoking nostrils, and wings protrude from its back. Before you stands an ancient white dragon. If you are wearing a copper ring, turn to 313. You're not, so you must fight this mighty beast as you stand. In addition to its normal attack, throw one die every attack round for its freezing cold breath. Unless you're wearing a gold ring, a roll of 1 or 2 will reduce your stamina score by a further 2 points. A roll of 3 to 6 will mean that the icy blast misses you. Well, this could be detrimental.
I got enough for another insta-kill spell, right? So let's
You do.
let's whip his ass with that. Thank you, chat.
I don't believe it. Well done. You have used from it's. I've just changed that from 23 to 8. So you've used 15 rubies, and you bought yourself an insta-kill spell. We don't need to do anything with the battle music or anything like that. You did win. Congratulations. You waved that magic finger yet again, and your adversary was put down onto the floor without any icy blast whatsoever. Congratulations.
Yeah, now I'm screwed if that happens again.
Intrigued by the open sarcophagus, you decide to walk over and examine it. That was a really easy battle, barely an inconvenience.
Yes.
As you approach the sarcophagus, a woman's eerie laughter echoes round the chamber. A beautiful woman wearing white fur slowly rises out of the sarcophagus, and when she smiles, you see the telltale fangs and realize with horror that the Snow Witch is a vampire. If you have some garlic, turn to 210. You don't, so let's turn to 60. The Snow Witch climbs out of the sarcophagus and walks towards you with her mouth wide open. Her gaze is powerful, and you hear a voice in your mind telling you to drop your sword and loosen your collar. Roll 2 dice. If the total is the same or less than your skill score, turn to 8. If the total is higher than your skill score, turn to 116. So, it looks like you've got to roll 2d6 and you've got to get 9 or below. Yeah, easy.
Awesome.
Well, I say you got to get 9 or below, but maybe it goes the other way with this one. I don't know. So anyway, you rolled 2 dice. It was less than or the same as your skill score. So we'll turn to 8. You quickly gather your thoughts and remember that a vampire can only be killed by driving a stake through its heart. If you possess a carved rune stick, turn to 7. If you do not, turn to 121.
I don't.
You panic as you realize that you are not carrying the weapons you need to slay the vampire. The Snow Witch gradually gains control of your mind and forces you to bare your neck in readiness for her to drink your blood. You will be her servant forever in the world of the undead. And I'm afraid, Enygma. I'm so sorry. For now, your adventure is over.
That's what I get. I rushed through it. I didn't have any magic flutes, no minotaur horns, no garlic, no carved rune sticks. I had nothing.
Yeah.
I got big balls, but they didn't help.
Unlucky, my friend. Unlucky. However, it doesn't end here because we've still got time left in the show. So what we're going to do... let's think about this, actually. No, you don't have enough for an extra life now. That's unfortunately. What we're going to do instead is we're going to go right back to the beginning. And we're going to start again. But just, you know, we don't need to read through a whole lot of it. We still have to maybe battle some of the same things that you battled before. But before we go any further, we're going to re-roll all of your stats. Everything's going to reset back to normal. So you've now got 10 provisions again. You've got none of this crap. That's all dead. And all of your scores are now useless.
I'm done.
But you do get your backtrack back. So let's just reset all these things here. Right, so we'll roll again for your skill. Start a new story. So you've still got 8 rubies left in the adventurer's pot for this.
Okay.
What's it? You need to choose a potion again before we start. Would you like to choose skill, strength, or luck?
Let's do luck again.
Okie dokie. I was just checking to see if anyone had actually bought an extra life there, but no, it's okay. So the pot of luck. There we go. And so, if you wouldn't mind then, please, Enigma, will you roll 1d6 for your skill?
Okay.
Rick Clear is saying, Boomer, look at the chat. Look at the chat, Boomer. Well, actually, Rick Clear is saying, Boomer, look at the chat. Ook at the chat, Boomet.
Oh, look, Alucard's calling shenanigans. Someone's a shenanigator.
Oh, Crimson put some monies in the pot. Thank you so much, Crimson. It was over on the Rumble side. I didn't get to see it over here. Let's see, where is it in my social stream, Ninja? Well, nevertheless, the $20 dibdobs, what does that convert to? What's that in new money? Sterling USD exchange rate. Okay, so
16 and change.
Okay, yeah. Well, on Google it's saying 15. Wow,
Yeah.
that went down. That went down. Anyway, yes. So, Crimson Shadow, thank you so much for the Rumble rant over there on our Rumble sides. Truly appreciate keeping the gears greased on this channel. We can add that to your pot now then, so it's going to be 24, isn't it now?
Mm-hmm.
There we go. But nevertheless, yeah, there you go. You got 24
Awesome.
rubies. I didn't see what that last roll was. I did ask you to roll for your skill, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
It was a 4. Nice. Okay. So add to the 6. You've got 10 skill. That's pretty good.
Yay!
But no, thank you very much, Crimson. We truly appreciate all the support that we get here on the channel from you lovely, lovely people out there. We couldn't be grateful enough. Truly appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Sorry. 2d6 for your stamina. Why are you always saying go. Why are you saying go back to page 60? Atom. Oh, top of the shop. Look at that. You can't get a better stamina than that, mate.
Yeah. Now I'll whip that dragon's ass.
Hopefully this time, yeah.
Mhm.
And now 1d6. Okay, so 9. And plus you've also got your potion of luck. That could go up to 10 if you use the potion of luck at any point.
Mm-hmm.
Right then. So we'll get back into it. And this time we should be able to progress just a little bit quicker because you know what's coming slightly. So, yeah, here we go then. So you reach the outpost again. You come to a crevasse. Do you want to cross the ice bridge again like you did last time, or would you rather walk around this time?
I don't want to get mauled by a mammoth, so let's go ahead and do the bridge.
Very good. So we got to test your luck. 2d6, please. You got to get 9 or below.
That's a 3.
Oh, I see what you mean. He could have insta-killed the vampire. What do you want to do? What do you want to do, Enigma? Do you want to start this new adventure? Or do you want to go back to the vampire and insta-kill him?
Let's insta-kill the vampire. Why not?
Shit. Okay.
Sorry.
This is going to be fun. Here we go. So, I'm undoing... Oh, no, not that one. I'm not... Why are you doing that now? Shush. Shush it. Yeah.
Because you're dead. You're dead.
Right, this is going to be fun. Okay. I think we got it back, but then that's 24. So you do have enough to buy an insta-kill spell. So we'll take... sorry, it's 15, isn't it? I'm trying to think of how much we usually pay. It's 15
Yeah,
for the
15.
insta-kill spell.
So bring us down to 9.
Yeah. Yeah. So there you go. You got 9 rubies left. And it was page 60, wasn't it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. No worries. So you didn't die. It was a bit premature there. Okay. Hang on.
There we are. I'm back. Sorry.
Oh, did you disappear from the stream?
Just for like 10 seconds, I unplugged my LAN cable for some reason. I didn't mean to. But I'm here.
What are you going on about? Shut up, lose music.
Yeah, the lose music. Like, what? No, lose
Oh. Yeah, so you can insta-kill the vampire. Well, actually, that's not how these insta-kill spells work. It's not an actual battle at the moment. This is a test of skill here, right? So you can't just kill this vampire in that way. You've got to actually battle the vampire. So you have to follow the thing the way that it goes. So now that I'm thinking about it, Enigma, you're probably going to have to play the game as you would have over again anyway.
Yeah, because we don't have any wooden stakes or garlic or silver bullets or whatever the hell.
And so, yeah, unfortunately, it does keep leading back to this because none of the... You can't just insta-kill this Snow Witch, unfortunately.
She's the final boss.
Yeah, well, kind of.
Oh,
kind of. I think there's a few things that you have to do. But unfortunately, yeah, so... and now, of course, I don't remember what your other scores were. Hang on, I do.
One was
It was
24.
It was 10 and 24.
And 9 was luck.
Yeah, and 9. And so, rather than buying the insta-kill spell, I'm going to give you back your 23. What's it? Okay.
Okay.
Okie dokie. And
While
you've got
you're
your 10
fixing
provisions.
I'll
Pardon?
be back in just a second. If that's okay.
Okie dokie, mate.
Just give me 1
And
minute.
okie dokie. Pot of luck. There we go. Lovely. And you got your backtrack back. Lovely. Yeah, so I'm afraid the insta-kill spells don't work like that, chat. Unless it's an actual battle where it's got an enemy of like defined skill and stamina. We have to kind of follow the book. That's only fair, I think. But thank you nevertheless for the donation. Who's worse than a toddler? Me? What, with my what are you talking about? 24 and not 23. 15 plus 9 was 24. Oh yeah. 24. There we go. We did it. We're there. Atom, I've got it, bro. I got it, don't worry.
I'm back. Sorry, I had to feed the
No,
dog.
it's all right, buddy. You got it. You got things that you need to do.
Whiskey can't feed himself. If he could, that would be bad. Because he'd be fat.
Oh, I see. I see. He's saying that I'm pish at maths. Yeah. I have toddler IQ maths skills.
Matt and I aren't on speaking terms either. So.
Right then, let's get back into it then. So.
All right.
Yeah, you got to go back to the beginning. Number 1. Where's he gone? Right, so you want to go across the crevasse again. We did that.
Yep.
You were lucky. Mm-hmm. No, did we do the luck? Yeah, we did the luck test,
we did.
Didn't we?
Yep.
Yeah, you were
rolled
lucky.
Like a 3, I think.
And that means we've got to bring your luck down by 1 as well. So you've got 8 current luck now. You tread carefully over the bridge, cross the crevasse. The wind starts to howl, yada, yada, yada. We've got to fight the snow wolves. See, now you could use an insta-kill spell if you bought one, and that would kill one of the snow wolves.
Right, yeah, I don't want to waste it on that.
No. Okay, then. In that case, we've got to go through this battle as we did before. So here we go then. Your 2 snow wolves, they have the skill and stamina of 7, 7, and 8, 7. But you have a skill of 10, so this should be fairly easy. We'll see. Right then.
Right. For the wolf.
Yes. So there we go. We'll
sorry,
start the music. And so that was a 1 and a 2, wasn't it? So 1 and a 2 gives them 10. And then if you can roll 2d6 for yourself, please. Nice. 6 and a 3 gives you 19. You win the attack round. And we'll bring their stamina down to 5. Next attack round or test your luck?
Let's attack.
Okie dokie. 2d6 for the enemy, please. A 6 and a 1 gives them 14. And a 2 and a 3 gives you 15. You win by 1 point. Congratulations. We'll bring their stamina down to 3. Test your luck or carry on.
Let's carry on.
Okay, 2d6 for the enemy, please. Rick, I have the chat running in OBS here as well, but I've got an awful lot to do, so I don't always see it. Okay, because I'm just like swapping between screens.
A 3 for them.
1 and a 2, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. A 1 and a 2 gives them 10 again. 2d6 for yourself, please. A 4 and a 6. This is an absolute massacre.
It is. Amazing what happens when you get 1 skill point better.
So that's their stamina down to 1 now. If you would like to test your luck, you can. If you'd like to carry on.
Let's just carry on.
Okay, 2d6 then for the enemy. Oh!
I spoke too soon.
Yeah, double 6s for the enemy. Gives them 19. If they win this attack round, they'll do 1 extra damage to you. So, best of luck. You've got to get double 6s yourself, I think.
Nope.
A 1 and a 3 gives you 14 to their 19. I'm afraid you lose that attack round, and instead of the usual 2, it's 3. So you're down to 21 stamina now.
Damn.
Test your luck or carry on.
Well, let's carry on.
2d6 for the enemy, please. 5 and a 2 gives them 14. And then 2 for yourself, please. A 3 and a 1 gives you 14 as well. So that's a parried blow. No harm, no foul. Next attack round, please.
Dang it. I gotta reload it again. Sorry.
That's okay.
No such thing as perfect.
Nah. We'll do it live.
Do it live!
6 and 1 gives them 14 again. And 2 for yourself, please.
There we go.
A 2 and a 6 gives you 18. You win the attack round, and you've beaten the first dog. The first wolf, I should say. So next attack round, we'll move to the wolf number 2. First attack round, 2d6, please. A 1 and a 3 gives them 12.
Yep.
And 2 for yourself, please. A 4 and a 1 gives you 15. 15 to 12. Well done, you win the attack round. And we'll reduce their stamina down to 5. Next attack round, 2d6 for the enemy, please. Wendy, it's good to see you, my friend. Thank you for being here in the stream, and I hope you have a very good night.
Yes, thank you for being here. I appreciate it.
And take care, my darling. 2d6 for yourself, please. Nice. A nice high score there. That gives you 21 to their 13. You win the attack round, and we'll bring their stamina down to 3. Okay, test your luck or carry on.
Let's carry on.
Okay, 2d6, please. A 2 and a 2 gives them 12. And 2 for yourself, please. 5 and a 5 gives you 20.
Very nice.
You win the attack round. We've brought their stamina down to 1 now. 1 more attack round and it's done, unless you want to try and test your luck.
Nah, let's save the luck. I need it.
Okay, a 5 and a 3 gives them 16. And maybe for the last time in this attack round. There we go. That'll do it indeed. 20 is the score. You've won against the 2 snow dogs yet again, the wolves.
Victory fanfare.
No, I didn't mean to press that one. Sorry, what did you say?
I said victory fanfare. Yay.
Yes. Da, 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 da. That's how it's done. Let's get rid of these. And yeah, so well done. You've barely got a scratch on you.
It's a paper cut.
Barely a scratch.
A flesh wound.
Exactly. Right then. Turn to 202. So, you step past the still bodies of the walls, continue your journey through the swirling snow. Okay. Let's move on a bit quicker. So, do you want to use your sword again to dig a shelter in the snow, or would you rather press on?
Let's press on. Last time I wasted provisions.
Okay. 229. The temperature is well below freezing point and the howling blizzard chills you to the bone. You struggle to walk through. You didn't waste stamina points. You wasted provisions. But nevertheless, chills you to the bone. You struggle to walk through the snowstorm, but it drains your energy, so you lose 2 stamina points. If you wish to walk through the blizzard, turn to 387. If you would rather dig yourself a shelter in the snow with your sword, turn to 281.
281 is the same as the last one, right?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, well let's do the 281. Let's do that again because I don't want to lose any more stamina.
Well, I've just reduced your stamina down from 21 to 19 because you've just lost those 2
so
stamina
I won't
points.
Then I might not lose more. Okay, then let's continue going. I've already lost them. So.
Okay, so you want to go to 387 instead?
Yes.
Okay. The cold is almost unbearable. Your hands and feet are numb, and you wonder if you'll be able to grip your sword should danger arise. By the time the blizzard finally dies down, you realize that you should have taken shelter. One of your hands has become frostbitten. Test your luck. If you're lucky, turn to 308. If you're unlucky, turn to 225. However, you could use a backtrack at this point because you've got that back now.
Let's use the backtrack.
Okie dokie. Alright, I'm going to mark it off on your adventure sheet and we'll go back to 229.
Okay.
Okay, so you walked through the blizzard last time. You'd rather dig yourself a shelter. 281, yeah?
Yeah.
You hurriedly cut blocks out of ice from the mountainside and build a makeshift igloo. Yada yada, lose 2 provisions, but it doesn't increase your stamina. So you've now got 8 provisions, no increase to the stamina. However, if you were to eat one of your provisions right now, it would take you back up to 23 stamina.
Let's eat one and do that just to make sure we're still high up.
So you now have 7 provisions and 23 stamina.
Okay.
Continue the quest. Okay, underneath an overhanging rock, you see a small wooden hut. Its roof is piled high with snow and long icicles. Do you want to go in the hut, or do you want to follow the footprints in the snow?
Let's go with the hut this time.
Okay. Front door of the hut is frozen shut and you have to batter it with your shoulder to open it. There is only one room inside the hut containing the belongings of a fur trapper. Traps, furs and sacks are stacked in one corner of the room. A wooden bed and a table and a chair and some cooking utensils show sign of recent use, and the ashes in the fire are still warm. If you wish to put some logs on the fire and warm up the cold stew in one of the pans, turn to 118. If you would rather leave the hut and continue your quest, turn to 192.
Let's have some stew. Let's stoke the fire and get some food in us.
There we go. The fire is soon roaring and crackling in the hearth. The heat of the flames radiates through your body and you revel in the warmth. The stew is delicious and you feel your strength returning. Add 3 stamina points. With renewed energy, you decide to leave the hut and continue on your quest. Well, I can't give you all 3, but what I can do is bring you up to your initial stamina, which is 24. So now you are maxed out again.
Okay.
Turn to 192. As you are about to leave the hut, you catch sight of some weapons lying under a bed. If you wish to take a couple of them with you, turn to 255. If you do not wish to be encumbered by the additional weight and would rather leave without the weapons, turn to 263.
Let's take the weapons.
Okay, you take a war hammer and a spear before leaving the hut. So let's get those on your adventure sheet.
Now we have things.
War hammer and a spear.
Not the Warhammer 40k, just a Warhammer.
And we carry on. There we go. 263. Outside again, in the deep snow, you set off on your trek up the mountainside, following the footprints in the snow. 190. The high altitude, yada yada yada. Person dead. Yeti. Incensed. You attack. 77.
Mm-hmm.
Are you carrying a spear? You are this time.
I am.
If you have frostbite in your sword arm, turn to 195. If you don't, turn to 249. There we go. Gripping the shaft tightly, ladies, you pull back your arm and hurl the spear at the snarling Yeti. Roll 1 die. If you roll a 1, turn to 157. If you roll a 2 or greater, turn to 219. So roll 1 die for me, please. A 2 or greater it is. 219. The spear flies through the air and thuds into the Yeti's shaggy chest. It roars in pain, but it does not fall. You quickly draw your sword and fight the enraged beast. The Yeti has a skill of 10 and a stamina of 9.
Okay.
So you are going to battle this Yeti.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. So let's get your adventure sheet up and let's start that battle music. And so here we go then. Roll 2d6 for your enemy, please. Or don't forget, you can use your insta-kill spell.
I hit the wrong thing. I'm going to roll 1 more. There's 2 and a 1. Sorry,
a 2 and a 1.
I clicked it too quickly.
Well, that gives them 13. In fact, you're perfectly matched. So you've got 10 each. 6 and a 3 gives you 19. Well done. You win the attack round, and we will bring their stamina down to 7. Test your luck or carry on.
Let's carry on.
2d6 then, please.
Ooh,
2 5s.
Yeah.
Gives them 20. You got to get something higher than that. Not going to do it, I'm afraid.
Not happening.
A 2 and a 3 gives you 15 to their 20. I'm afraid you lose the attack round, and we will reduce your score to 22. Okay. Test your luck or carry on.
Let's carry on.
2d6 then, please. A 6 and a 1 equals 17. Yeah, Crimson, I can see what you're saying in the chat, and it is a debuff. If the spear doesn't hit the Yeti, their skill is more when you have to battle them. Anyway, 2d6 for yourself, please, Enigma. A 6 and a 2 gives you 18. You win by 1 point. Congratulations.
Yay!
We'll bring their stamina down to 5. Test your luck or carry on.
Let's carry on.
2d6 for the enemy, please. 2 3s. Give them 16.
Yep. And for me?
Yep. A 6 and a 4. I think that's going to do it, mate.
Yay!
Yeah, it gives you 20 to their 16. You win their attack round, and we'll bring their stamina down to 3. Not far to go now, mate. Test your luck or carry on.
Let's keep going.
Okay, 2d6 for the enemy, please. A 5 and a 4 gives them 19. And 2 for yourself now, please. A 4 and a 3.
Yeah.
Gives you 17. And I'm afraid you lose the attack round, and we'll bring your stamina down to 20. Would you like to test your luck or carry on?
Let's keep going.
Okie dokie. 2d6 for the enemy, please. A 6 and a 1 gives them 17. 2 for yourself. Nice. A 6 and a 5 gives you 21. You win the attack round, and they have 1 stamina left. Test your luck or carry on.
Let's go 1 more.
Okie dokie. 2d6 for the enemy. This could be it, you know. A 1 and a 3 gives them 14. And 2 for yourself, please. A 6 and a 1 gives you 17 to their 14. Congratulations, you did it. You've won the match.
Yay! I should
Well
get
done,
some
my
experience
friend.
points for something so we can level up.
Pardon?
We should get some experience points so we can level up, right? I know, I'm kidding. It's not, there's no
I
experience
didn't.
points.
I was still trying to process what it was that you said.
Oh.
Experience points. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe. I like the idea of that. Because it's like, if you're just playing the book by your own, yeah, you're pretty much kind of bound by the book. But I've added so much more to it that perhaps you could, like, yeah, you could get experience points. And like, it gives you, every time you sort of reach a certain level, I'll allow you to apply it to like a stat or something like that. What do you reckon?
Right. Yeah, that's an interesting idea.
Yeah, that's an interesting idea you just had.
I get them
like
every once
it.
in a while. I usually Desi just tell me shut up when I have a good idea. So.
Well, congratulations anyway, my friend. You won against the enemy. The abominable Yeti is now dead, lying on the floor yet again. So let's get there. We're 67. You kneel down, yada yada. You got the fur trapper saying thank you. He wants you to enter the Icefinger Mountains. You could get 50 gold pieces if you go back to Jim Sum, but you got to press on to 25. So now that the snow has stopped falling, the sky is clear and blue. Suddenly you hear the distant rumbling from above and a terrifying sound of an avalanche. You have to test your luck. So 2d6 please, and you've got to get 8 or below, please, to be lucky. You certainly did get it.
That's about luck right there.
That's it. So you've got 7 current luck now, and you were lucky, so let's turn to 163. You look up to see great cascades of snow falling past you. Turn to 363. Right, so you arrive at a T-junction. You've made it into the mountain again. You're back in the snow caverns. You arrive at a T-junction. Do you want to turn left or right?
Well, we did left the first time. Let's go right this time.
The tunnel opens out into a small cavern which is empty apart from a brass bowl resting on top of an ice plinth. The bowl contains a yellow liquid and a wooden ladle. If you wish to drink some of the liquid, turn to 24. If you would rather walk back out of the cavern without drinking the liquid, turn to 56.
They want me to drink a yellow liquid. I don't know what it is inside a bowl.
Don't forget, you've also got 2 other lifelines. One is an ask the audience. The other is to phone a friend. So if you want to get the chat's opinion.
Yes, chat. What do you think should I do? Should I drink the pee, or should we just move on?
Should I ask? Should I put a poll in the chat? Are you using your ask the audience lifeline?
Yes, please.
Okay. Right then, unfortunately for the Rumblers, you can participate if you're on YouTube, but I am about to put a poll in the YouTube chat right now. So here we go. Should you drink the yellow liquid or leave? Leave. There we go. Okay, so I'm putting the poll in the chat now. Cast your votes. Poll in the chat there. And whilst we wait for that, we will just listen to this timer. It'll play for 30 seconds. Okie dokie, your time is kind of up. I'll give you a little bit more time, obviously, because there's about a 20-second delay between YouTube and Rumble and the chats coming through, basically. So I'm just going to give you a little bit, just a little bit more time, and then we'll call it in. Well, it looks like 67% of the voters want you to drink the yellow liquid. Do you want to follow them?
Sure, why not? Let's drink the pee. It's a little
the
salty.
liquid. Pardon?
It's a little salty.
Yeah, just a little, but the liquid sends a glow through your body and you feel wonderfully warm. You have swallowed a potion made by the Snow Witch that keeps her followers from feeling the cold. At 3 stamina points, the potion also cures frostbite. Any skill points that you may have lost because of frostbite are now restored. With renewed vigor, you walk back out of the cavern. Turn to 56.
Awesome. Thank you, chat. You were right.
3 stamina points, so you're up to a current stamina of 23 now.
Awesome.
And thank you for voting in the chat.
Yes, thank you guys.
Yeah, you're great. So you walk past the entrance tunnel on your left and continue down the main tunnel, 359. The tunnel bends around to the right. As you turn the corner, you almost bump into a tall, pale-skinned humanoid coming the other way. This is where you nod your head, or whatever. So would you like to nod your head, tell him you've come to join the Snow Witch's followers, or attack him with your sword?
What's my luck at? Is it 7? I think it's a 7.
Yeah, you're currently at 7, but you could use your potion of luck at this point and get 1 more initial luck, which means that you will have 10 luck.
And I don't know if I fight him, he might drop something that I need.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
Let's whip his ass.
So you're just going to attack him with your sword, yeah?
Yeah. Let's just give it to him.
Okay. As you draw your sword, the mountain elf lets out a shrill battle cry. He pulls back his cloak and grips his sword. The mountain elf has a skill of 6 and a stamina of 6. So let's get over to the game board. The 6 and the 6 there. Right. Let's get your adventure sheet up. Without further ado, let's get it on. So, 2d6 for your enemy, please.
All right.
Right, a 4 and a 1 gives them 11. And 2d6 for yourself, please.
Still 1.
2 and a 1 gives you 13. You still win the attack round and will bring their stamina down to 4.
All right.
Test your luck or carry on?
Let's carry on.
Okie dokie. 2d6 for the enemy, please. Ooh, a bit higher. 6 and a 4 gives them 16. They're not a very strong enemy anyway. Skill of 6. Yeah. 2 for yourself, please. That's incredible.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
21 is the score against their 16. You win the attack round, which means we'll bring their stamina down to 2. Would you like to test your luck or carry on?
Let's carry on.
Okay, 2d6 for the enemy, please.
I believe it said on the thing that if his stamina goes to 2, that it needs to go to another page.
Hang on. Oh, yes, it does. You have got a good memory.
Sometimes.
Right, so if the mountain elf's stamina falls to 2, turn to 305. The wounded mountain elf calls out for mercy. If you wish to slay him, turn to 351. If you wish to spare his life, turn to 204.
Let's spare his life.
The elf slumps on the floor and pulls back his hood. You see a metal collar around his neck, glowing in the semi-darkness. Obedience collar, Obedience collar, he stammers in pain. Makes us do whatever she wishes. If I die, it'll lose energy, but she'll know and send others to investigate. Elves, Even we mountain elves would not serve that vile witch of our own free will. Kill her and free us. I bear you no grudge for attacking me, for you knew no better. Take my cloak and disguise yourself, and follow this tunnel to where it branches. Take the right-hand fork. Now I must rest. You put the cloak on around your shoulders and make him as comfortable as you can. You shake his hand and run off down the tunnel. 136. So you've got the cloak, you're wearing the cloak, and he's told you to take the right-hand fork.
Right.
Okie dokie. 136. You soon arrive at the fork, the tunnel that the mountain elf mentioned, and deciding to take his advice, you enter the tunnel to the right. 106. Further ahead, in the left-hand wall of the tunnel, you see a gap. It's that Neanderthal again and the gnome. Do you wish to enter the crude kitchen, or do you want to creep past the entrance?
Let's enter the kitchen.
Dinner won't be served. Yada, yada, yada. Here's a piece of cake. Do you want to take the cake?
Yes.
The cake is stale, but it adds 1 stamina.
I remember that from last time.
So now you're maxed out again at 24. Good job for remembering. And that's the beauty of these games, is that they have a replayability about them. Especially if you get it wrong the first few times. Because it gives you at least a good few games worth of play.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I love it. Anyway, so added 1 stamina point. You're maxed out at 24. In the distance, you hear the chanting voices. You enter the prayer room. If you're wearing a cloak, turn to 384. You are. So you pull down the hood of your cloak as far as possible and walk towards the tunnel exit on your right. Test your luck. So you've got 7 luck.
7 is the most common number you get on when you're rolling 2 dice.
Okay. You also have a potion of luck, which will take you up to 10.
Let's drink the potion, just to be safe.
Okie dokie. So we'll get rid of the potion of luck here, and you now have a current and initial luck score of 10. Lovely. There we go then. So you got to test your luck. 2d6. You got to get 10 or below, please. Easy.
Good thing I took that potion.
Kind of. Well, yeah,
Like
actually
7?
it is. Yeah. Well, there you go. You were lucky. You've got 9 current luck left now. So, lucky. There we go. 295. None of the worshippers suspects that you are an intruder, and you're able to walk right through their temple without trouble into the other tunnel.
Awesome.
The tunnel soon ends at a T-junction. To your left, you can hear cries for help. If you wish to turn left, turn to 311. If you wish to turn right, turn to 125.
He did give us those balls, so let's get the balls. Let's go to 311.
Okie dokie. You want to help the dwarf again?
Yes, I do.
Right then, he says, beware the white rat, and he gives you the leather bag with the sling and the balls. So sling and iron balls.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. I've added that to your adventure sheet.
Thank you.
Turn to 125. Tunnel through the glacier ends at a mountainside. The walls change from ice to bare rock. You enter a large cavern. Yada, yada, yada. Do you have the magic flute? No, you don't. So you can attack him with your sword. So 156. Which one do you want to strike again? The last one, it was the one to the right.
Let's and that was a fake one last time.
No,
it was the real one.
You got, yeah, that was the real one.
Okay, then let's do the right.
Okay. Yeah, he drops to the floor. Starts to laugh. Do you want to smash his prism again, or do you want to thrust your sword at him again?
Let's smash the prism.
Yeah. So there you go. Lovely. Yada, yada, yada. Genie. make you invisible. So, do you want to enter the tunnel to your left, enter the tunnel with a skull mouth, or enter the tunnel to your right?
Let's go to the right this time.
Interesting. As soon as you step into the tunnel, an iron grill drops down behind you, barring your retreat. It's impossible to lift, and there is nothing you can do but find out what lies at the end of the tunnel. You soon arrive at another iron grill, which blocks your way forward. Beyond the grill, the tunnels turn left. On the wall opposite, you see a knob which you realise be pressed to lift the iron grill. Unfortunately, it's beyond your reach, even if you stretch out with your sword. If you have one or more daggers, turn to 234. If you have no daggers, turn to 393. Now,
You didn't fight the goblins this time, so I don't have the daggers.
no, you didn't.
Mm-hmm.
And you haven't bought a backtrack back yet, which means that I haven't logged your last paragraph. So even if you bought one now, it would only apply from this point on.
Right.
So you have no daggers. I'm going to go to 393. Unfortunately, you are trapped inside the mountain tunnels. You know that it will not be long before the Snow Witch's guards discover you and condemn you to a life of slavery. You have failed in your mission.
One way or another, I'm going to be a slave, I guess.
Well,
I was doing a lot better that time. And then...
You were.
Yeah.
And then you weren't.
And then I wasn't.
And this happens an awful lot on Read and Roll, I'm afraid. You could go through the book several times without beating it. And I mean, Greg was here for 4 episodes after dying with plot armor. So he just kept going back to the beginning of the book with the same stats over and over again. However, it's too late to start another game now. I thought we might be able to start a new game and for it to last about an hour. And then we could have brought you on next week to continue the adventure, or not next week, but the next time to continue adventure. However, next time we bring you on, it's going to be a different book, I think.
Yeah, a different book.
From now on. So, but yes. Well done, mate. You did really well. You've played thoroughly well, I gotta say. You picked up the rules pretty easily, and you did fantastically, I think. Have you enjoyed yourself?
I most certainly did. I really needed something like this, quite honestly. I really enjoyed it.
Good. I'm glad to hear that, mate. And I'm sure that, or I hope at least that whatever else you've got going on tends to, let up soon. So I'm glad you've had a nice escape here.
Absolutely. That's sometimes we're just getting an escapism is so important. I think that's why we all like nostalgia so much. Ooh, what the heck? My light went out.
Oh, what, your actual
my ring light.
Oh, the one in front of you, the ring light.
Yeah,
got you.
I got it. I hit the button. My mistake. Well, I'm good. I am very good at messing things up. There we are.
Steve missed the drinking of the yellow liquids.
Sorry, Steve.
It healed you, didn't it?
It did. It got us 3 points and cured the imaginary frostbite that we almost had.
I figured Bear Grylls left that liquid.
He probably did.
Have you seen that episode where he's in Africa and he picks up like an elephant turd and he squeezes it and all the water drips out of it and he drinks it? Yeah, genuinely, it's the grossest thing I've ever seen in my life.
I know, and you.
Yeah, you don't want to.
Yes.
Abe drank pish and it made him take no damage in Hoosa Hill. Yeah, that's right. What else we got? Both times I won, I'd done them a few times before.
Yeah, he's done them. I went in completely blind. When I was a kid, I don't know about you guys over in the UK, but now that I've done this, we had the Choose Your Own Adventure books and Encyclopedia Brown are the books I grew up reading.
Oh yeah.
I remember reading those books where it was, do you want to go down the path or do you want to go down the other path? Turn the page, whatever. That was choose your own adventure books.
Uh-huh.
Long time ago. That brings back a lot of good memories for me.
Well, I'm glad you've had such a good time. And we'll be saying goodbye to you shortly before we say goodbye to the chat also. But before we kick you into the back of the studio, we always ask our adventurers to please shill their wares. So if you wouldn't mind telling everybody where you're from, what you're doing, where you're going.
Guys, I am a small aspiring content creator / streamer, and you can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Kick, Rumble, and YouTube. I'm at EvilEnygma on all of those. ENYGMA is the way that it is that you want to spell Enigma. I stream most of the time 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, about 7-8 hours a day. Right now, I just started Mass Effect 1 this week, and that's I'm going to play through all 3 Mass Effect games. And unfortunately, it's the remastered version, so we don't get to see Miranda's ass. But hey, hell, that's just how it goes when things get remastered these days. Guys, please drop me follows on all those platforms. Subscription on YouTube would be great. I'm not asking anybody to spend any money, at least not for that. I'd love to get monetized on YouTube. I do have a merch store over at Fourth Wall. You can find stuff with this wonderful little logo on it. I have a rocks glass and a coffee cup. I love my question mark jersey. I made this myself. It's got the question mark on the front, question mark on the back. It says Enigma. Get that. That's there. Awesome. I got T-shirts. I got hats. I even have a T-shirt with my dog on it. So you just go to Fourth Wall, check out EvilEnygma if you want to support my my stuff that way. It would be great. But what I would really just love is to get to these creator programs like on Rumble and on YouTube, and Twitch partner would be great. That kind of stuff. So thank you guys so much for. I recognize a lot of the folks that are in the chat that have been there for me before. I absolutely love you guys. Thank you so much for your support and supporting me. I really do appreciate it. I really do. And I really appreciate you as well for having me on and giving me this opportunity.
Oh, no, not at all, mate. I've wanted to get you on for a while. I was told a while ago that you this could interest you. And so I've just been trying to get through people basically and getting certain new creators on, and then people who have still got journeys going on, if you get what I mean, from previous episodes. And so it's been trying to find a good time, a good fit, that kind of thing to finally get you in. And I'm so glad that I was able to get you here as well. So you're more than welcome. Don't forget, all of Enygma's links are in the description below. He's also got an all my links there, which contains far more than what I've actually put in the description below. But yeah, go and check out all of his links. Go and subscribe, go and follow, click likes, go and watch his content, go and say hello to him when he's live. But yes, Enygma, for now, thank you for joining us in the Library of Legend. But for now, your adventure is over, and we'll see you again sometime soon.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Thanks, chat. You guys take care.
Take care. Good night, mate. And I am Jack Tarlad. You can find me on all of my socials at Jack Tarlad. You can go over to my Read and Roll YouTube channel and my Read and Roll Rumble channel and give us a follow over there. I am not aware of anyone that we've got in next week for Read and Roll, but I might actually need to take a hiatus. So next week there may not be a Read and Roll, and if it is, it'll probably be on the Friday rather than the Thursday, kind of what we did the other week with Abe. But what else we got going on? Look out for some random daytime gaming streams. I've got some Rumble Premium hours to make up. Monday night, 10 o'clock, it's week 2 of Chat Battle. Get your names in the chat, get in there early, get your name on the leaderboard. Tuesday night, 10:30, it is the Jack and Abe show. Come and watch us misbehave. Yeah, back to the Chinwag on Wednesday at 8, and then it's back here for Thursday. Hopefully I can do one next week. we'll announce the guest adventurer then. But thank you to all of our wonderful donators in the chat. Thank you to all of the people joining us in the chat. It wouldn't be a show without you. Never got back to me about Atom's money part. What was the question? Yeah. Hang on, I'm just looking. Can you? Oh yeah, all right, Legatus. I'll relook at the stream and look at the dice issues. You'll have to let me know, Crimson. You were deducted 30 instead of 15 for the insta kill. Did I? You'll have to get in touch with me on DMs and remind me what it is that you're talking about, because I'm just about to do the outro now. Anyway, thanks a lot, guys, for being here. You've been absolutely wonderful. And until the next time we see you, have a great night. Take care.